What is going on, guys? It's your boy Alex here. Welcome back to another video on this channel. Today is Monday, January 10th, 2022. And today I got some wrestling news for you guys. I got news on Sasha Banks and her injury update. I got some backstage notes on Impact's Hard to Kill, the morale of the show, and everything that went down. I got some WrestleMania 38 news. And I got some news on Morrissey, Ring of Honor, and WWE's Forbidden Door situation for the Royal Rumble. So, without further ado, we're gonna get into all this news right now, man. So let me not waste my breath. And yeah, first things first, I'm gonna start off with Sasha Banks. So this is coming from Wrestling Inc. Everything I get is from Wrestling Inc. They're a good source. I trust them. So everything I get comes from Wrestling Inc. So yeah, WWE has an update on former Women's Champion Sasha Banks earlier today. Confirming reports that she is dealing with a foot injury, it was noted that Banks will be out of action for 6 to 8 weeks and will miss the Royal Rumble. Sasha Banks suffered a foot injury last Sunday at a WWE live event in Fayetteville, North Carolina. After seeking emergency medical attention, it was determined nothing was broken. Sasha underwent an MRI, and it was discovered she has a bruised bone in her foot, whatever. She's at home recovering and undergoing physical therapy. She's expected to be out of action for 6 to 8 weeks. With the timeline provided, Banks is expected to miss the Royal Rumble taking place on Saturday, January 29th. As noted, Banks wrestled SmackDown Women's Champion Charlotte Flair at last Sunday's WWE event in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and appeared to hurt her leg or her knee while taking an over-the-knee backbreaker. She kicked out of a pinfall but stayed on the mat while the referee checked her out. Before they went to the finish with Flair getting the win after a natural selection, Banks was then helped to the back. Banks posted an update for fans later that night, writing, "I'm good, fist emoji, thank you for the love, always, heart emoji." It looked as though WWE may have been building towards Banks versus Flair at the Royal Rumble, as the two have been wrestling both on television and tag team matches and at live events. However, if WWE reports holds true, Banks will miss the Rumble, and as noted, Flair will be appearing as the SmackDown Women's Champion in the Rumble. If she wins, Charlotte claims she will choose her own challenger for WrestleMania this year. Honestly, hopefully Sasha Banks gets better, but that's a huge blow to the SmackDown Women's division. They have nobody on that roster. They have no one on the roster. All you have is Charlotte for right now. You're not doing anything with Shotzi Blackheart. You're not doing anything with Aaliyah. You're not doing anything with, who else? Shayna Baszler, Naomi. Yeah, man. This is what happens when you fail to create. And I'm going to acknowledge just one thing. If you are running a wrestling promotion, you're going to need security. Now, Alex, what do you mean by that? Meaning that if someone gets injured, you have someone else to turn to. You have someone else to be the face of your company. You have someone else to be the face of your division. All right? Look at AEW for an example. Look at what happens when the Lucha Bros go down and the Young Bucks go down. The top two tag teams in AEW right now, they're out with injuries. The Bucks is dealing with a COVID situation. But look who they have to turn to. Now they have Jurassic Express to turn to. If Kenny Omega went down, who do you have to turn to? You got Adam Page. If Britt Baker goes down, who do you turn to? You turn to Thunder Rosa. Guys, you need security. When you are running a promotion, a sports team, a job, you're going to need security. Because what's going to happen when one of your coworkers goes down with a health issue and they have to miss work? Who are you going to turn to? If someone gets injured in a basketball game or a football game, let's say your starting quarterback goes down, who are you going to turn to? You need people to turn to. You can't just... This is the problem. All you have is Charlotte. You have no one else to turn to. Where's Shotzi Blackheart? Where's Aaliyah? Where's Shayna Baszler? Why aren't they being used on the main roster? And there goes my prediction of Sasha Banks winning the Royal Rumble. Now, who's going to be the believable favorite? Bianca Belair probably might win the Royal Rumble again. And I won't be shocked if she wins it back-to-back years. Even though she doesn't need to win it, but honestly, they might have no choice but to pull the trigger on Bianca Belair. This is what happens when you fail to create. This is what happens. But honestly, praise up to Sasha Banks. Hopefully she gets better. Hopefully she'll be back before WrestleMania. Because I think she'll be back. Yeah, late February, early March is the latest return. So yeah. Last night's Impact Hard to Kill pay-per-view, Saturday nights, received praise from both fans and industry professionals alike. According to PWI Insider, there was a similar feeling backstage after all was said and done. It was noted that internally, Impact was excited for the buzz they received with the announcement that Mickie James, the current Knockouts champion, who retained their championship against Deonna Purrazzo Saturday night, will be competing in the WWE Royal Rumble. James' match Saturday night was the first time an Impact pay-per-view featured the Knockouts Championship match as the main event since the championship's inception back at Bound for Glory 2007. The company went to the factory in Dallas, Texas today to tape the fallout of Hard to Kill. Among the matches scheduled, Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Roxy will compete against Deonna Purrazzo. And I pulled up the spoilers, and yeah. But I'll watch it Thursday, so yeah. The Ring of Honor Invasion storyline is set to continue with Mike Bennett, Matt Taven, PCO, Vincent, and Maria Kanellis all attending the next set of tapings. PWI Insider notes that the included stars are actually not under any active Ring of Honor contract at this time. PCO exited Ring of Honor in November 2021, while the others' deals expire at the end of the year. They know how Maria, there is still uncertainty on the status of Maria's contract, but she will continue being involved in the storyline. Newly acquired Impact Wrestling announcer Tom Phillips received universal praise behind the scenes for his commentary work. He and D'Lo Brown played off one another and seemed to have good chemistry going throughout the evening. A match that was nixed from Hard to Kill due to COVID-19 concerns, the Inspiration versus the Influence bout for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships will take place at the forthcoming Fort Lauderdale, Florida TV tapings. As noted earlier today, it was also announced that the next major pay-per-view for Impact Wrestling will be the Rebellion show on April 23rd. So yeah, man. Hard to Kill was a very great show, man. Other than Mickie retaining, but guys, understand why Mickie retained that championship. If you went and watched the Knockouts Ultimate Edge match and you see Tasha Steelz won it, that's because Tasha Steelz is a heel. Deonna is a heel. Impact is not booking a heel versus heel championship match. If y'all get what I'm saying. So, Hard to Kill was a great show. Top to bottom. And, you know, the fans got some pure professional wrestling. And I was happy to be there in person. And by the way, thank you guys for showing love on that Hard to Kill video, man. It has over 5,000 views, over 100 likes, man. So thank y'all. If you haven't checked it out, yet, make sure you go check it out, man. Keep running it up, man. Keep running up the views, man, because, man, that thing's taking off, man. And I get a lot of subscribers, so I highly appreciate y'all, man. But yeah, man, Impact Hard to Kill, great pay-per-view to start of 2022. It's going to be interesting to see how the Ring of Honor Invasion storyline plays into the storylines from Impact. So it's going to be really interesting these next couple weeks. So yeah. The build-up to WrestleMania 38 has now officially begun, and so has the speculation. The two men's world title matches have seemingly been in flux since Roman Reigns was forced to miss the Day 1 pay-per-view earlier this month after testing positive for COVID-19. As previously reported, the original plan at Day 1 was for Seth Rollins to leave as WWE Champion. On the latest edition of the Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted that the original plans for WrestleMania 38 was to have Rollins defend the WWE Championship on one of the two nights. On the other night, it was suspected that Brock Lesnar would be facing Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. Previously, it has been reported that the plans for WrestleMania 38 are supposed to be staying the same, but with a different journey after Reigns tested positive for COVID-19 that led to Brock becoming WWE Champion rather than Seth Rollins. However, the storyline between the Beast and the Tribal Chief has continued, with the two men confronting each other on SmackDown this past Friday night. Of course, there is plenty of time between now and WrestleMania, which means WWE could switch up things again. Yep, typical WWE booking. Both men will be defending their titles at the upcoming Royal Rumble. Brock Lesnar will face Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Meanwhile, Roman Reigns is set to defend his Universal Championship against Seth Rollins at the show. Of course, whoever wins the Rumble itself will also be thrown into the mix when it comes to WrestleMania title plans. Wow. So Seth Rollins was supposed to walk out WWE Champion, and Big E was supposed to lose. No matter the outcome, Big E was going to lose the championship. And honestly, Big E's title reign, it was lackluster. It was booked poorly. I can't blame Big E for a bad title reign. You just got to blame the creative for booking your title reign like shit. If y'all get what I'm saying. And I had a potential spoiler on Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins at the Royal Rumble. It said that the rumor was to have Seth Rollins beat Roman Reigns for the championship. Repeat me, hear after me. Seth Rollins is supposed to beat Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble for the Universal Championship. Honestly, that is not a good idea. That would be one of the worst creative decisions WWE has made if Seth Rollins beats Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble. Worst creative decision. Just have Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, WrestleMania Night 1, Universal WWE Championship unification match. Winner takes all. And then you can face the Royal Rumble winner on night 2. And the winner will face Roman Reigns on night 2. And that's how the brand split ends. Because you have nobody on your roster to combine two divisions on each separate brand. You don't have a roster. You let go half of them. So, honestly, my plan for WrestleMania 38 is I'm still booking Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. Winner takes all. And then the winner will face the Royal Rumble winner on night 2, which is Roman Reigns. He's going to be the winner on night 1. So I'm going to put Roman Reigns versus Walter on night 2. And Walter will be the guy to dethrone Roman Reigns. In my honest opinion. That's how I book it. Walter or Pete Dunne is my guy to dethrone Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins should not dethrone Roman Reigns. No. Huge. Fuck no. So yeah. Saturday night's Impact Hard to Kill pay-per-view marked a night of multiple firsts for the Knockouts division. This includes the first time Knockouts Championship match headlining an Impact pay-per-view, as well as the first ever women's Ultimate X match that kicked off the show. Tasha Steelz defeated Alicia Edwards, Chelsea Green, Jordynne Grace, Lady Frost, Rosemary by being the final woman in possession of the X as she hit the mat. She has now earned a future championship match whenever she chooses. According to PWI Insider, 2 women that participated in the match were big proponents. They were advocates of it happening. Jordynne Grace and the winner of the Ultimate X match, Tasha Steelz, they add that it was officially announced. Steelz and Grace were unaware the Ultimate X match was actually booked. In a recent interview with PWI Insider Elite, Tasha Steelz noted how the 2 women were pushing for the match to Impact Wrestling EVP Scott D'Amore, but only found it out when D'Amore revealed it was taped for Impact on Access. So they found out the Ultimate X match got booked while it was showing on TV. So yeah. Man. Jordynne Grace, Tasha Steelz, Chelsea Green, Deonna Purrazzo. They're huge advocates for women's wrestling. Gail Kim. Yeah. And so on. But man, like I said, Tasha Steelz winning the Knockouts Ultimate X match is setting her up to take the championship off of Mickie James. Tasha Steelz is going to be the next big thing in the Knockouts division. She's going to be the next big star. If y'all get what I'm saying. This is the reason why Deonna Purrazzo didn't win on Saturday night. Because they're not booking heel versus heel. Mickie James will be the babyface. Tasha Steelz is going to be the heel. And honestly, the right creative decision is to have Tasha Steelz beat Mickie James for that championship. If Tasha Steelz doesn't beat Mickie James, then honestly, that's one of the worst creative decisions Impact has ever made. Honestly, Tasha Steelz riding with all this momentum and then you have to just fucking ruin it. by having her lose to Mickie James? No. God, no. But Tasha Steelz, man, ever since she broke away from Kiera Hogan in the summer, maybe this was the plan. You know, have Tasha Steelz be the next big thing in the Knockouts division. You know, she's going to be the next mega star in that division. You know? And a new star is going to be created when she beats Mickie James. And Tasha Steelz is going to ride that momentum, man. I can't wait. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens and how they book this. But Tasha Steelz has to take the championship off of Mickie James. It's a must. Tasha Steelz must win. Because you got money in Tasha Steelz. You have money in her. You know? Great professional wrestler. She's great on the mic. She has it all. So why not capitalize and put the Knockouts Championship on Tasha Steelz? So yeah. But Tasha Steelz is going to be the next big thing in that Knockouts division. Her, Purrazzo, and the Inspiration are the top 4 women in that division. Since the Inspiration have those tag team titles, oh yeah, they're the top 4 women. And Jordynne Grace, who has the Digital Media Championship, they're the top 5 women in that Knockouts division. And Tasha Steelz is prime and ready to lead the Knockouts division, in my opinion. So yeah. Still on the Impact news, Impact Wrestling star W. Morrissey has sights on becoming the face of Impact and becoming a catalyst in the growth of the company. In quotation, "My number one goal is to become the face of the company. That's my goal," W. Morrissey told the Battleground podcast. "I was there last year to come in and slowly build towards that goal and to make it Impact. No pun intended. No pun intended. But my goal for this year is to be the face of Impact Wrestling. To be the guy, and that's the goal I think I will achieve. I think it's something I'm extremely capable of." W. Morrissey joined Impact Wrestling in April 2021, teaming with Violent by Design, Diener, Joe Doran, and Rhino to defeat Chris Sabin, Eddie Edwards, James Storm, and Willie Mack. Since then, he's been on a tear as he sets his sights on becoming the new Impact World Champion, but even as laser focused as Morrissey has been, he's yet to be able to shake off his contract status with Impact. In quotation, "People out there feel entitled to know everything," Morrissey stated. "I was just watching Tom Brady's Man in the Arena this morning, and he talks about it. Everybody feels entitled to know everything going on behind the scenes." I will agree with him. What's going on in people's personal lives, what's going on professionally, how much people are making is nobody's business, man. Another thing I will agree with. So anybody really hates what I just said, that's too damn bad. That's between me and Scott D'Amore, everybody at Impact, and everybody in my family. And everybody who's going to be affected by it. You know, in terms of how long I'm there or what I'm making, that's nobody's business. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I'm with Impact right now, and my goal is to be the face of the company. Everybody thinks they know until they don't know. Morrissey continued. "People feel entitled to know everything, especially personal business. I don't think that's right or appropriate, excuse me. What's my business is my business, and I'm going to keep that between me and them. All I would say is that I'm going to keep busting my ass to help Impact grow. And I'm going to keep busting my ass until I am the top guy there. So for now, I'm with Impact Wrestling for the foreseeable future. As far as everything else goes, everyone can keep speculating." I will agree with him. You know, it's none of our business what his contract size is like, how much he's making. It's just none of our business. All right? W. Morrissey is going to make the best decision for him and his family. And honestly, W. Morrissey has a lot of potential to be the next big thing in this company. And W. Morrissey, man, he's in great shape. He's in the best shape of his life. He looks great out there, man. No homo. But I love W. Morrissey. He's a fantastic professional wrestler. And I can't wait to see what's next for him. You know? I would love to see him become a world champion in this company. And honestly, I don't think he should go. I think he should stay with Impact. You know? Scott D'Amore would get him right. So, yeah. If he decides to leave Impact Wrestling, I'll still support the guy. You know? But can't wait to see what's next for W. Morrissey, man. This guy has a lot of potential to be the next big thing, and I just can't wait to see how they go with this. But yeah. After months of uncertainty, Ring of Honor looks likely to continue. On Twitter this morning, the promotion announced a date, location, and ticket sale information for Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. The show will take place on Friday, April 1st at the Curtis Curwell Center in the Dallas Fort Worth area. This will be the first Ring of Honor show since Final Battle in December of 2021, and the first Ring of Honor show since the promotion took a hiatus following Final Battle. It is unknown at the time who will be a part of this show or what ROH itself will look like at the show. All contracted talents will let out their contracts following the hiatus. Despite Ring of Honor's hiatus, several aspects of the promotion have remained active. Most notably, Ring of Honor champion Jonathan Gresham. Gresham has successfully defended the ROH Championship 3 times since the ROH hiatus, defeating AJ Gray at GCW Battle Blood on the Heels, Adam Priest at New South Pro Wrestling's Holiday Special, and Chris Sabin at Impact Wrestling's Hard to Kill. He is scheduled to defend the title against Steve Macklin on a future episode of Impact and against Impact star Josh Alexander at the debut show of Gresham's new promotion, Terminus. Tickets for ROH Supercard of Honor will go on sale for Honor Club members on January 21st. For the general public, tickets will go on sale on January 28th. So if you're interested in going to the show, if you're in that area, if you're in the Dallas area, then tickets will be on sale January 21st for the Honor Club members. And then if you're not an Honor Club member, you have to wait till January 28th to get tickets. So yeah. Am I going to the show? No. Yeah. If I'm attending a show, I will let you guys know firsthand. But yeah. But there is, I can tell you this right now. There are 3 shows in the next, between February and March that I'm attending. So 1 in February, 2 in March. So stay tuned. I'll fill you guys in when it gets closer. And last but not least, WWE is reportedly considering a Forbidden Door entrant for the Men's Royal Rumble match. As noted, WWE announced 19 wrestlers for the 30-women Royal Rumble match this past Friday, including Impact Wrestling Knockouts champion Mickie James. In an update, word now via WrestleVotes is that WWE is expected to try and have an unexpected entrant from the so-called Forbidden Door participate in the Men's Royal Rumble as well. There is no one on who WWE might be looking at for the Men's Rumble, but they are at least open to the idea of a non-WWE talent working the 30-man Rumble match as well. There's a lot of speculation on Impact World Champion Moose possibly making an appearance after this weekend's comments on WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, but it remains to be seen if there has been any negotiations on that front. The 2022 Royal Rumble will take place on January 29th from the Dome at America Center in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm gonna speak the truth, and if I hurt any one of y'all feelings, bro, I don't care, honestly. But this Impact and WWE partnership is just a one-time thing. It's just for the Royal Rumble. You know, WWE doesn't have 30 women, and it's their fault for firing them. That's why they brought in Mickie James. And honestly, if I'm Mickie James, I would have rejected it. You know? I don't give a fuck how much money you're throwing at me. I'm not coming back to your company. After what you did to me and what you think of me, hell no. And excuse the language. But no, if I'm Mickie James, I would not have gone back. They literally put your stuff in a trash bag. That's disrespectful, bro. Oh God, honestly. But yeah, this is what happens when you fail to create stars. This is what happens when you fail to build for the future. This is what happens. You want to fire everybody on your roster. You want to fire Taya Valkyrie, Tegan Knox, who else? Ember Moon, Mia Yim, Keith Lee, Aleister Black, Andrade. I can go on. But this is your fault for not building stars. This is your fault for not building for the future. Because you release every damn body you see. You hate everything NXT. And you cynical. You killed the whole brand. Vince, Bruce, NXT was the best professional wrestling show in North America. You can talk about your Ring of Honors, your Impacts. You can go on. But NXT was the best professional wrestling show on the WWE network and in the entire United States. You fired William Regal. You fired Samoa Joe. You fired Road Dogg. I'm surprised Matt Bloom is still with the company. I'm surprised Shawn Michaels is not fired. I will give it till after WrestleMania. I think Shawn Michaels will be gone. Matt Bloom. Sarah Amato. I think they'll be gone. I think they will be gone. And I got a rumor that there's going to be another mass release after WrestleMania. Or before WrestleMania. Everyone who worked under Triple H, staff and talent, they're going to be gone. So don't be surprised when you see Roger Strong's name on that list. Pete Dunne, LA Knight. Where is LA Knight anyway? LA Knight's name, Roger Strong, Pete Dunne, maybe Tommaso Ciampa, definitely. Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, Kaylee Ray, Indy Hartwell. Who else? The Grizzly Young Veterans. Those were Triple H guys. Those were Triple H girls. Those were Triple H products. Don't be surprised when you see these names on the next cuts. Indy Hartwell. Oh, she was affiliated with Johnny Gargano? Oh, get rid of her. I think Johnny Gargano will be in AEW by the time WrestleMania comes. And once Johnny Gargano signs that contract, WWE is going to plot on Indy Hartwell. They're going to tell her. No. They're not going to tell her anything. They're going to look at her name. And they're going to see this guy was affiliated with Johnny Gargano, who's now in AEW. Oh, get rid of him. Roger Strong. Okay, so this guy was affiliated with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish under Triple H. Oh, get him out of here. Oh, Pete Dunne was affiliated with Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch. Get him out of here. Dakota Kai was affiliated with Tegan Knox. I fired the best friend already. Get her out of here. LA Knight. Oh, this guy is 38 years old. This is why we're not bringing him to the main roster. Get him out of here. Who else? Raquel Gonzalez. Oh, her boyfriend is Braun Strowman. And he's affiliated with Adam Shear. Get her out of here. Yep. That's the cold hard truth. And don't get excited about this Forbidden Door thing. You know, you're not going to see Deonna Purrazzo, Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace, Tasha Steelz. You're not going to see those women on Monday nights and Friday nights. They can't stay at this show. You're not going to see Sasha Banks, Charlotte, Becky, Bianca, Liv Morgan. You're not going to see them walk through Impact. So what's all the hype for? Why is everybody so hyped about WWE and Impact working together? It's only a one-time thing. It's not, bro. You're not gonna see Josh Alexander walk through the Forbidden Door. You're not gonna see him on SmackDown on Monday Night Raw. You're not gonna see AJ Styles go back to Impact. You're not gonna see it. You're just not. But yeah, man, this is what happens when WWE fails to create stars. WWE, they don't care about professional wrestling. They don't cater to that audience. Where did everybody go? Why does your ratings keep falling? Why are we losing money? I'm telling you, bro, Vince ain't gonna change his ways. And I'm gonna keep repeating myself. Vince ain't gonna change his ways unless the ratings go down from a 1.6, 1.5, 1.4, 1.3, 1.2, 1.1 to under 1 million. Until he starts losing money. WWE is going to fail. They're going to realize when it's too late. They did themselves in the mud. They can't get out of it right now. They did themselves in the mud. They're only doing this Impact partnership for desperation and money. But yet, you're bringing back Summer Rae, the Bella Twins, Kelly Kelly. Who gives a shit? Honestly. Do you care about Summer Rae coming back? She's just another blonde version of Eva Marie. Do you care about the Bella Twins coming back? No. Do you care about Summer Rae coming back? No. Do you care about Kelly Kelly coming back? No. Do you care about Lita coming back? Meh. Do you care about Trish Stratus coming back? Meh. Michelle McCool? No. Who else? Alicia Fox? God, no. Who cares? Who cares? This is shaping up to be the worst Royal Rumble I've ever seen. This is shaping up to be the worst Royal Rumble ever. For the women. And by God, for the men. They're throwing in tag teams. You think Angelo Dawkins is going to win the Royal Rumble? No. You think Montez Ford is going to win the Royal Rumble? No. You think Dominic Mysterio is going to win the Royal Rumble? No. You don't even have nobody believable to win the Royal Rumble. The only women you have believable is Bianca Belair, and that's about it. Rhea Ripley? Hell no. She's totally watered down. This is what happens when you fail to create stars. Where is Shotzi Blackheart? Where is Aaliyah? You fired Tegan Knox. You fired Dakota. Excuse me. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. You fired who else? Ember Moon? You fired half the roster. You fired half the roster, and now you're depending on another wrestling promotion to bring their women and to bring their men to help you fill spots in the Royal Rumble. This is WWE's fault. They hate professional wrestling. They hate women's professional wrestling. Why is Mickie James even going back? They don't care about women's pro wrestling. They don't care about professional wrestling in general. They don't care, bro. They don't care. How many times do I gotta say that? They don't care about building for the future. They only care about the money, the cheddar that's coming in their pockets. They don't care. You could have made money off of Adam Cole, Keith Lee, Aleister Black, Killer Cross, Andrade, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa. But no, half of them is gone. And now Tommaso Ciampa is about to be another one. I don't get this company. This company just hates professional wrestling and they hate building for the future. Why do people still defend this company? I don't get it. And you're gonna have people saying, "Oh, they released Dakota Kai because of budget cuts." Bullshit. They released Dakota Kai because they don't care about her. She has no value to the company, and she was a Triple H girl. Dakota Kai's not fired yet, but oh yeah, best believe when those next list of budget cuts come out, oh, you're gonna see her name on that list. You're gonna see Dakota Kai's name. You're gonna see Raquel Gonzalez's name. You're gonna see Tegan Knox's name. Well, Tegan's already gone. You're gonna see Indy Hartwell's name, but Indy Hartwell is 25 years old. Still, she's not safe, bro. I'm telling you. She was affiliated with Johnny Gargano, and she's close with Jonah. Get her out of here. Yeah, man. But that's it, man. That's all I got for you today. That's all the news I got. I will see you guys tonight for Monday Night Raw, man. Honestly, if Ohio State was playing in this game, I would not be watching this show. But anyway, guys, getting out of here. Like, comment, subscribe, and I am out. All right? I love y'all. Take care.